When the Bible introduces God, it doesn't begin with an explanation or a definition. It begins with an action. In the beginning, God created, before commandments, before law, before doctrine. The biblical God is introduced first and foremost as a creator. That opening claim matters because it frames everything that follows. The Bible is not primarily interested in abstract metaphysics at the start. It is interested in meaning, order, and purpose. The creation accounts in Genesis are not modern scientific explanations, and they were never intended to be. They are theological claims about reality. They answer questions like, who is in charge of the world? Is reality chaotic or ordered? Does human life matter? Genesis answers these questions clearly. The universe exists because God wills it to exist. Creation is intentional. Nothing is accidental, and nothing emerges from divine conflict or chance. In the first creation account, God creates through speech, and God said, light, sky, land, living creatures, and finally, humanity. Creation unfolds in an orderly sequence, emphasizing structure rather than randomness. After each stage, the text repeats the same phrase, and God saw that it was good. This isn't simply aesthetic approval, it's a moral statement. The world is not morally neutral. It is ordered, purposeful, and good. Genesis also preserves more than one creation tradition. Alongside the structured cosmic account of Genesis 1, Genesis 2 offers a far more intimate portrayal. Here, God forms the human from dust, breathes life directly into them, and plants a garden. God walks, shapes, and relates. These are not contradictions. They are different theological perspectives placed side by side. The Bible allows multiple voices to speak about creation because reality is too complex to be captured by a single lens. When we place these accounts in their ancient context, their distinctiveness becomes even clearer. Many ancient Near Eastern creation myths describe the world as the result of divine violence, where humans are created to serve the gods as laborers or slaves. Genesis rejects that framework entirely. There is no divine warfare. Humanity is not a tool. Creation emerges through intention and order, not conflict. That alone marks the biblical worldview as radically different from its cultural neighbors. Human beings are described as created in the image of God. This does not mean physical resemblance, nor does it suggest divinity. It means responsibility, relationship, stewardship. To bear the image of God is to reflect God's creative and moral nature. Human dignity in the biblical worldview is not earned through power, status, or achievement. It is inherent. Every human life has worth because it is created. This makes creation theology deeply ethical. If creation is good, then exploitation is wrong. Dehumanization is forbidden. The abuse of the earth is a moral failure, not merely a practical one. Creation places limits on human power. No one owns the world. Humans are caretakers, not masters. The Bible also does not portray creation as something God did once and then abandoned. Throughout the Psalms, the prophets, and wisdom literature, God is described as continually sustaining, renewing, and restoring creation. Creation is ongoing. God brings order out of chaos again and again. This introduces hope into the biblical story. Brokenness is not the final word. Human creativity flows naturally from this theology. Art, language, culture, and innovation are reflections of divine creativity. But creativity carries responsibility. What humans create can heal, or it can harm. Creativity detached from ethics becomes destructive rather than life-giving. The biblical God is not distant or passive. God is creative, purposeful, and sustaining. Creation theology shapes how humans understand themselves, how they treat others, and how they engage the world. The opening line of Scripture is not simply about beginnings. It is about meaning.